What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and we are back at it again with the career of Vinny Moretti. Now, I got a lot of comments, mostly verbal comments from my brothers about what the hell happened to Vinny Moretti. Well, Vinny's back, but he's back in a way you probably don't expect. So, should be fun nonetheless. Either way, if you're unfamiliar with Vinny, stick around. We're going to have a little intro section for him at the beginning of this episode, and then we'll get into the gameplay. But without further ado, let's dive in. Hope you guys enjoy. Vinny Moretti was once the pride of his block, the guy who could knock out a mailbox just by looking at it too hard. He had swagger, the walkout music, and the kind of cauliflower ears you could use as coasters. MMA was supposed to be his ticket out. Big fights, big checks, and maybe even a protein shake sponsorship if things went right. But they didn't go right. Vinny's career highlight reel ended up looking more like a blooper reel than anything else. He was knocked out multiple times in the WFA trying to make a run at the UFC, and unfortunately, this all got to his head and he realized he just isn't cut out for MMA. So what's left for a washed-up fighter to do? Well, he decided he needed to go to college, obviously. Except Vinny wasn't exactly library material. He showed up to his first lecture with hand wraps on, asking where the locker rooms were. But luck has a funny way of finding him. Word got around that the East Coast Football Association and their local team, the Hoboken Rattlers, were looking for a player. Now, the East Coast Football Association is about 2 steps above a beer league softball team, and they just needed bodies. Not necessarily players, just bodies. Guys who wouldn't die the first time a 300-pound ex-lineman ran at them full speed. So while Vinny was meandering around his community college's campus, he was spotted by an ECFA representative, and he fit the part. Still very chiseled from his MMA career, he fit the description of a body that could potentially play. Sure, he didn't know about the playbook. He thought cover 2 was a bedspread, and he also thought that a tight end was an insult. But what he lacked in football IQ, he made up for in reckless aggression. And the coaches didn't care. Semi-pro was more about surviving the bus rides and hoping the helmets fit. Vinny agreed to join the ECFA and become their newest star. If by star you mean the guy that still tries to stare down referees like their cage opponents, he does see football as his second shot at glory, or at least a second shot at free Gatorade. All right, guys, what's up? Welcome back. Vinny Moretti, about to join the East Coast Football Association for the Hoboken Rattlers. As you can see, we are going in here. We did choose the 3-star archetype, not the absolute worst, because he does have some combat skills, so we wanted to make sure he's a strong, tough dude. But here he is. He had to shave down the crazy pompadour because it wouldn't fit in his helmet. So he's got a much more modern hairstyle now. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and jump into the East Coast Football Association and get some reps for our boy Vinny Moretti, shall we? Let's do it. We're going to have to role play a little bit here. Technically, this is the high school portion of College Football 26 that we are role playing as the East Coast Football Association, which is a real semi-pro league if you're interested. I did some research. But we're having to role play a little bit because Vinny's a little older. He obviously can't go back to high school after his MMA career. So we're having to role play just a little. Hopefully it won't get super screwy, but we'll see what happens. Either way, Vinny's first reporter covering the local semi-pro football beat. Been following your career, and I'm writing a story on the college prospects of our local rising stars. Well, none of that makes sense, but what's important to me while being recruited, this was kind of important. What's important to you while looking to be recruited by colleges? You know, I want to go pro. What's something else you're looking for? I think a big city, big lights. That's good for Vinny. Let's go with that. I hear that would be one last thing you're looking for. Proximity to home. I don't give a shit about my grades. We're just here to play ball. That should do it. Thanks for your time. The article should be out in a few days. Good luck on your senior year. Or whatever. Senior year doesn't matter. All right, Willie Whitted. Welcome to your first year at the Rattlers. I believe in your potential to be a great college player this year should you focus on getting your name out there? The first step is to figure out the top 10 schools you want to be recruited by. Don't worry about these choices being final. We'll be able to move schools in and out of your list throughout the season. We'll follow up with you before the season opener to get their attention. This is very nice of the semi-pro league for such a young, middling feller to get attention from college schools. We're very excited. Thanks, Coach. I can't wait to get started. All right, so we went ahead and added our schools of interest, so to speak. So we've got Rutgers, located in New Jersey, obvious choice. Penn State right next door. Temple Owls, which would be cool for the program because we are owl focused here on this channel, so that would be a good choice. Pitt's close. Delaware Blue Hens, new addition to College Football 26. Syracuse, Army, the Buffalo Bulls, Boston College, and Maryland Terrapins. That's kind of what we found in our proximity of Hoboken. So that's the schools we want to look at us as we progress through. Other than that, we'll go ahead and advance and get into this. Okay, so here we are. We are against the Westville something or another's. We're just against Westville. The season opener. 5 games in high school. We'll see what happens. We'll see how this all plays out. I have no clue how this is going to go, but Vinny Moretti's first attempt at playing organized football. Let's do this, man. It should be a lot of fun. Early in the quarter, establish your physical presence by breaking tackles and making defenders miss. Use your elusiveness to make a statement against a hard-hitting linebacker. So, gives us bonuses. We need to rush for 10 yards. Oh, so I get to choose 4 of these. Okay. Rush for 10 plus total yards. Don't allow a menacing linebacker to force a fumble. Easy. We'll do that. Rush for a first down. Get a first down with inside runs. Also easy. Statement drive. Don't allow a menacing linebacker to force a fumble or TFL. Rush for a touchdown. Should be able to do that, but we'll see. Lead the offense across midfield. Truck, stiff arm, or block a defender. We'll do that. That's easy. And we'll take the rush for a touchdown as well. I think we can do that. Let's go. Into the game we go. Nice little high school. Looks like my high school. Nice and small. There we are. Moretti feeling good. Here in the East Coast Football Association against Westfield. Not high school. This is not high school, damn it. Definitely not. We're about to run out. Yeah, we got cheerleaders. We got some crowd for this you know, whatever 37U league that we got going on here. It's gonna be sick. I'm excited. Let's go. All right, drive goals. Rush for 10 yards and don't allow the linebacker to force a fumble. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We're already up by 3 in this one. Let's fucking go. Bye bye. So, right off the bat, let's just take an inside zone, man. I'm gonna zoom this camera out just a scotch. There's our rival over there on the he's edge rushing. Vinny gets a yard. Not great. 2 yards. Vinny gets 2 yards. Let's go ahead and run it away from our rival. That'd be good. Never mind. He switched over to that side. This is the weak side. Do we really want to go over here? Sure. Let's try it. Vinny. Vinny. Not great. We are not having success in the run game here. He's learned how to play football, okay? It's going to take some time for him to adjust on how to play fucking football, bro. 3rd and 7, so we're gonna need to draw up a little pass play here, I think. Tried to block and just whiffed horrendously, but we got the first down. That's gonna keep us alive. This is just kind of butts, I ain't gonna lie. Let's try a strong toss. Got a yard. Almost got stopped in the backfield. I just don't have the gas. We might have to go for some inside runs here. There we go. There's a good rush. Finding 6 yards up the middle. We can continue with this. 3rd and 3. I believe in Vinny. Vinny's got a big hole. Vinny's got a big hole. Good run by Vinny Moretti. His biggest run of the day for sure right there. Let's go, Vinny. He's figuring out the football. He's figuring out the football, dude. Can I just have the coach, like, choose plays, brother? Because if I like when the coach chooses, because I don't, like, force feed myself constantly, you know what I'm saying? Gets hit in the backfield there. Honestly, Omaha! Omaha! I might be doing us a disservice taking extra runs because we already completed our 10 yards on run plays, and I don't want to get stopped in the backfield. Ooh, we barely stayed alive there. Got back to the line of scrimmage. Should go back. We're just gonna go into the passing game. We're just gonna block here. He's got a man, maybe. He's got a step. Did he catch it? It was complete. First and goal, baby. Now it's time for me to run into the end zone right here. Let's poach this. Let's poach this. We don't have a fullback on this squad, which is sucky. Touchdown, Vinny Moretti, baby. Finds the end zone, gets a touchdown. Feels good to be him, I bet, right now. His first ever touchdown in organized football. We've completed the moment. Beautiful. All right. Next moment is physicality. Lead the offense across midfield, truck, stiff arm, or block a defender. I don't know how confident I am in my trucking ability but I know I can block a defender. I know I can definitely do that. I hate this, not having a lead blocker. Oh, here we go. Nope, this is ISO. This is fine right here. We'll do a little lead dive. First and 10. Stiff arm, truck, or block a defender and reach the 50. Okay, couple yards there. 5 yards on that rush. Pretty decent, actually. Not going to complain about that. Then he's on fire. He's feeling nice and good. Gonna get the first down for us. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and dial up a pass play here on 1st and 10. Slot outs is always good. And we're just gonna try to block. Well, I can't. I need to have a... I don't know what happened. I'm assuming they got it. Looks like another first down. Let's run another pass play. Play action counter go. Almost at the 50. So that's good, and I can sit back in protection here and get a block, hopefully. Nope. Guy's wide open, though, in the middle of the field. I'm not going to get it because he's going to make it. Oh, that counted as a blocker at the end, even though I blocked him in the back. We'll take it. I don't know how we got it, but we got it. This stinks. I'd rather just play, like, the regular game. This is going to be a fucking nightmare to go through all of these for every episode, but that's totally fine. Either way, statement drive is our next thing. We don't have to redo that. We're good. Don't allow a menacing linebacker to force a fumble or a tackle for loss and rush for a tud. Cool with that, man. Let's go play action read here. We're starting inside the 50. That's good. Yep. That was probably a missed assignment by me, to be honest. Honestly, not great. Oh boy. 3rd and 19. This is rough as hell. I don't know what the hell is going on. Definitely need a pass here. Our playbook is so limited. Let's run posts, I guess. We're about to lose this goddamn game. Oh, for the love of fuck. Just... Oh my god, just hike the ball! I need to keep my finger off the thumbstick. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to punt. I'm gonna have to redo this scenario. Yep. Yeah, I had to redo that scenario, it just didn't go our way. We got sacked twice. Change of direction is definitely going to need some work. We're a little slow on our change of direction. Big seam for us. 3rd and 1. We'll probably just rush for this first down, make it nice and easy. Oh, big hole, but I just don't have the wheels to get away from anybody. But we'll take it. Another great rush. Go for a quick pass here. Okay, 5 yards, not bad. Little jet touch pass. I'm gonna be a lead blocker. Go take out number 9, the linebacker number 9. Interesting decision. Never mind. He cut back up the field like an absolute bagoon. It is 3rd and 6. Probably gonna be best to do a little quick pass again, as we have one quick pass play. Nice catch by Vinny on the sideline with a little toe tapper. Beautiful. Keeping the drive alive. I guess we'll try to rush here. We're inside the 10. See if we can find a crease and make it into the end zone. Wasn't a tackle for loss, was it? I don't believe so. We got stuffed at the line. Alright, the line's a little spread out this time. We should have a space. Cut back up. My change of direction is so slow. Holy Christ. Strong toss to the other hash. We need a seam. Need a seam. Put the wheels on, and I get tackled for a loss again. You fucking hate to see that. It is what it is. Sucks. We didn't get our touchdown, but it is what it is. Rush for a first, and first down on an inside run. Easy enough. Hopefully we can do a little quick catch right by the sticks here. Oh, it's 3rd and 1. Never mind, that like sets me up beautifully. I can just do a quick little halfback base. Get there very easily, no problemo. Tie ball game as we achieve our drive goals. So now it's just free as a bird. We can do whatever we want. One of the easiest goals of all time. Yeah, there was no way I was catching that, but I went for it. Vincent went for it, my friends. Why don't you just hand it off at that point, bro? Should have just handed it off at that point. Got a seam, kind of. No touch on that. He threw a bullet at me. Alright, no worries. This is so lame. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I don't know if we're gonna fucking do this, chat, because this is kind of ass. Hey, we got an official offer from the Buffalo Bulls. Love to see that. We got an offer from the Ohio Bobcats. They aren't even on my list. The Temple Owls have offered us a scholarship after our really pathetic first high school football game. No, semi-pro game. The Yukon Huskies. James Madison. The Delaware Blue Hens. A lot of offers. Love to see that. All right, guys, that is all you're going to see for the semi-pro career of Vinny Moretti. To be completely honest with you, that system fucking blows. I did go through and do all of the games and things like that, and it just sucks. That system is fucking miserable. So, with that being said, we are going to interject here with a new Vinny Moretti that was recreated, where I skipped the entirety of the high school shit, because that is an atrocious system. That's got to be improved for the next game, because it is incredibly boring to do. And not only that, there's just some things like I mentioned in that gameplay that you can't control, so it just sucked. So anyways, fuck that system. I will never do the college again until they fix it. But anyways, let's go back to the video where I am playing with a Vinny that can actually do something. Enjoy. All right, so we signed with Temple, ladies and gentlemen. Vinny Moretti looking really good. Looking buff and tough and rough and tough and strong. Looks like we're at fullback number 2 starting out the season here at Temple, so we'll see how it goes from there. But we already assigned some points. I did make a few adjustments, okay? I decided I didn't want to just be a contributor after all, so we recreated a character. I made him a 5-star, because this is all about fun after all, right? It's all about fun after all. So he's going to be a little bit stronger than it looked in the regular thing. And that high school mode, or as we call it, the semi-pro mode in this game, fucking blows ass. I fucking hate that shit with a passion. So I will never do that again until they get that fixed, because that is so shite. Either way, still signed to Temple. We're a little bit more powerful than we initially showed. Still an elite bruiser, but we are now a 5-star. So much better stats starting us off here. And starting at 81 overall should be a lot of fun here going into Temple. Either way, let's go ahead and advance the week and see what we got for our first week's activities. We're excited to see what you can do here. Mind if I go over a few things before the season kicks into gear? You'll use any unspent energy resting, which is never a bad idea. And don't forget to be a good leader. Confident answer. You're going to play me. Right. Boy. Ooh. Got a bye week this week, so we're just going to go ahead and dive into practice. I don't think you guys care to see practice. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see practice, but just like AI said, we talking about practice. We ain't talking about the game, we talking about practice. But for the first episode, we're not going to do practice. We'll see you when we go up against the first opponent here in week 2, because we're going to bye right now. Oh, maybe this is week 0, isn't it? So we'll be back in week 1. See you there. All right, practice is done. We are feeling good. We are still technically fullback number 2 on the depth chart, 4th string halfback. But we'll dive into this game against UMass and see if we get any touches. I doubt it. Honestly, best case scenario for us here is we get redshirted for our freshman year. That way we can continue to build build Vinny up. That way when we do get some on-field time, we're even better than we are currently. That's what we hope happens. Don't know if it's going to though, but either way, let's jump into this game and see if we get any touches. All right, taking on UMass at their stadium. We've got the new College Football 26 entrances here. I don't think there's any traditions in for UMass, but UMass runs out.
Terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic
running at.
As we'll see a team from the American, the Temple Owls.
And there is the Temple Owls.
From the MAC, the UMass Minutemen.
Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy here for the Minutemen. All right, let's see what we got. I'm sure we're just going to be watching this game take place. Would be fine with that. I think in this game, as long as you don't start or play 3 times or 3 games in the season, you get redshirted automatically. I hope that happens. Let's see. See if we get any touches here. Whipping through so far. End of the first. No touches. We take the lead. Nice. UMass scores back in our throats. We score again. 14-7. 21-7 Temple Owls. 28-7 Temple Owls. Beautiful. UMass puts up another tut. Another tut. Didn't get a touch there.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start.
28-21, your Temple Owls take the victory today. Didn't get a touch. That is good. I'm actually going to look and see if I can redshirt myself. I doubt I can, but I'm going to see if I can. So I do think that would be the best case scenario, just redshirt this season and just continue to practice to get better. But we'll see. I'm going to check that. Didn't get a touch there. Pretty expected. Let's go back to the main hub and see what it wants us to do and see if I can redshirt myself. Okay, so there is no way to redshirt yourself. It just says the only thing you can do other than an XP glitch, which we're not going to do, but the only thing you can really do is get on a team at a low roster position like we've done here and just hope we don't get entered into 4 games, and that should count us as a redshirt season. So that is what we're hoping. Either way, the Owls take a dub against UMass. We're going to go ahead and advance the week here. Again, you guys don't care about practice. As AI said, we don't care about practice. So we're just going to go ahead and skip it. Hey, Moretti! The entire coaching staff has been really pleased with you the past few weeks. Good things will happen. Confident answer. Don't put me in, though, coach. I don't want to go in yet. I just want to fucking... Don't want to take over third stringer. Some of the starters are watching extra film. I encourage you. Sure, I will come in and watch some extra film as well. That's going to increase our coach trust again. It's going to be kind of a delicate balance here where we aren't... I'm just going to try to acquire skill points but not use them until the end of the season. Because that'll keep me at that 81 overall, which will keep me at 4th string, which should ensure that I don't get playing time. So that's going to be the goal. It's kind of a weird balance here with how we're doing things. We're going to spend a lot of points into training to get as many skill points as we can to go into our redshirt freshman season. And then we're going to just kind of make sure we don't fail out of this season. So I don't know how much gameplay there's really going to be here other than me just watching our team play and not getting playing time, but we'll figure it out as we go. Let's just do it. I don't know how long these episodes are going to go either. Couple games. I mean, for the first season, I should probably just grind through the first year, especially if we're just redshirting it and I'm skipping practice. We'll probably just do his redshirt freshman season, which is going to be kind of a boring episode, especially if we continue to keep ourselves benched. But I think for the overall long-term health of this series, that is the right choice because, of course, we do plan on taking our character into Madden as well once we get out of school. So we got a lot of things ahead, and we want to make sure we're as prepared as possible for that jump. So there we go. That's what we're dealing with. So now you know. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and do some of this stuff. I don't really care about studying quite yet. I know that studying is very important, but we're just going to throw our extra points at it. That's it. And then we're going to practice, which you guys don't care about. So we'll see you when we take on the FCS East Liberty Men, or whoever the hell they are. So we'll see you shortly. All right, so we just finished practice, and I forgot that it's not really your overall that determines your roster position. It's your coach trust. So that's going to make this a little bit more challenging here for our redshirt season. We want to make sure that we balance it in such a way that we don't have a position battle, because we want to make sure we stay at the bottom of the depth chart. All right, so we moved over to the depth chart here, and I noticed something troubling, and that is our starting running back is injured. I don't know what the nature of this injury is, but considering he's moved completely off of the depth chart, I'm very concerned for this. So now we're technically, even though we're 4th string, we're technically still 3rd string now because of this, which is very bad. Let's see if we can see the details of this injury. Hopefully he comes back soon. Oh, he's got a broken tibia. So he's out for the season. So that sucks ass. It's going to make our job even harder. For sure. That is not good news. That is just absolutely terrible bad luck. Can we go to the coach trust screen to see... Let's see here. Is there a way to look at the coach trust meter? No. There isn't. There's got to be a way, right? There's got to be a fucking way. There's got to be a way, coach. Okay, so halfback. Technically, I'm listed as halfback 2? Oh my god, what is happening, dude? Halfback 1 is only at 20. He's at 2200 coach trust. So somehow we just leapfrogged halfback 3. And we're probably going to have a position battle for that next week. I don't know how to play this, dude. Do we just intentionally fail the position battle? Damn, this is tough. I think we just have to intentionally fail the position battle next week, but I guess we'll take that problem when it comes to us. FCSE should be a nice, clean sweep victory for the Temple Owls. They're 52 overall. The Judicals. That was close. Either way, let's jump into this again. We're probably not going to get a touch. Fingers crossed, but we'll jump in and at least take a look at it, see what happens. Well, we're gonna come out of the tunnel. Or chill out, Moretti. You know, I'd be a lot happier if he wasn't suited up for this game. I just want to have a redshirt season. Running out onto the field, Vinny Moretti, first time playing at his home stadium, the Temple Owls Stadium. There come the Judicals. That is a fucking weird word to say. Very close to testicles, but it is not. Either way, kiddos and kidettes, let's hope this game we don't get a touch. Fingers crossed. We don't get a touch against FCS East, we're in good shape. Temple in the lead 7-3. FCS East takes the lead. We take the lead back in the fourth quarter. I am in the fucking game. You fucking hate to see it. Fuck. Well.
Now this is rolling the dice.
I'm not even in.
They've gone outside their head. They're already.
I'm not even in. That's not me.
Backfire if they don't convert on fourth down.
Okay. Does that count? I mean, I didn't play. Hopefully not. I don't know why it gave me control there. I don't know what the fuck happened.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row.
21-10. Temple beats the Judical Testicles. We should have. Glad we did. 2-0 on the season. Good start.
The identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are.
I don't think we got a play. Right? There's no way to tell. It kind of acted like it, but I wasn't on the play, so let's hope the game doesn't track that as me going in, because I was not in on that play. I just got a bird's eye view of it, so I hope nothing happens there. All right, let's advance week. Should have a position battle here, I think. I'm totally fine if we didn't. Okay, we don't. So somehow we're ahead of our we're ahead of halfback 2 in coach trust, but we are not getting the position battle. So that must be due to overall then. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Okay, what's wrong with Therese? He's got a ruptured disc, so he's out for 7 weeks. So now we are halfback number 2 just because of injuries. This could quite literally not be going better for us. If we were looking for playing time, it'd be fabulous, but we're definitely getting touches now. We're definitely getting touches now because those guys, Worthy will be, I mean, Therese Worthy will be back by the end of the season, but it's going to be late in the season. And I think, yeah, we're screwed. I don't think we're going to be able to get a red shirt here. A red shirt year, there's no way. There's just no avoiding it at this point. Really unfortunate. We really need to put some points into academics too. We're really pushing skill points, but we need to start thinking about that. Alright, we're gonna do some practice and then we'll see what happens at Oklahoma. We're gonna get fucking obliterated, but we'll see what happens. I'm probably gonna get touches in that game too. Great. Okay, man, we're at 12:05. We're about to pass the starting quarterback, or the starting halfback in coach trust after that. If you want to know what's going on in practice, I'm literally doing the fucking rushing attack, basic rushing attack every time. It's the only one that's guaranteed to get me 300 coach trust, so that's all I'm doing. We're We better recover since we're probably getting touches here. All right. At Oklahoma, we're about to get absolutely obliterated, and this is definitely going to be a game where we'll see some action because of injuries exclusively. So, let's just get in there and do her, I suppose. Oh, excuse me. Oklahoma is at Temple. They are here, taking on the Temple Owls. 2-0 this year. Sure that means a whole hell of a lot, but... We run onto the field. We are really far up the line for being a fourth stringer, but we'll take it. We'll take it, man. Here come the Boomer Sooners. Y'all better relax, man. We beat 2 nobodies. We about to get dumpstered, but we'll see. All right, let's see how long it takes till we get in the game. We're already in the game in the first, and we're getting the run play. Run play right to us, inside zone. Vinny ready in the red zone here. There was a scene there closed on me quickly, but that is totally fine. Are we gonna get pulled after run play? I mean, if I'm gonna play, let me goddamn play. Goddamn it! All right, we did score on that drive. Very nice. Tied. Oklahoma takes the lead. Temple almost brings it back with a field goal. Oklahoma scores again. Oklahoma scores again. I'm literally going to lose my redshirt status for playing 1 rep a fucking game, bro.
Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost.
I don't know who that is. Kirk, Lee, Corset, somebody. Who cares? We thought they might have a win there. Obviously not. We were completely outmatched. Taking our first loss of the season, one that was guaranteed, to be fair. That was a guaranteed L. We got 1 rushing attempt for 1 yard. So that is really unfortunate that we're going to lose our redshirt status over 1 play. So I suppose... to be honest, we might as well just start pumping and try to get our character leveled up to take the first string spot because we're fucked anyway at this point. We're going to be getting reps, so we might as well try to get the most time on the field that we can. It's really our only option at this point, so we're just going to have to kind of balls it out. And Vinny, it's Audrey. We meet last year? No, I was not here. My seniority... What the fuck is going on here? This is going to hurt my GPA, which is already in the shits. But Vinny would definitely go to the party, bro. Definitely. Definitely. Yeah, I'm not worried about NIL offers, Demeric. You have 1 week before your first big test. Oh, God. We better study a lot, because we are in bad shape right now. We are in bad shape in this academics department. Down to 3. Ooh, boy, we better just dump all of them in there. That's bad. We about to flunk out, brother. It is what it is. Either way, into practice. We will see afterwards. All right, another gold practice session in the books. So let's just dive in here. We have a little bit of injuries going into this. I haven't invested in my health at all yet. Hasn't been priority. We're about to fucking fail our next test next week, so that's got me a little nervous. But we are playing at Georgia Tech in Georgia, so we'll see what happens here. Actually, before we do that, I think it's best if we take a look at our upgrades. We have 4 skill points available. I want to check badges quick. We do have downhill. We can get downhill silver, which will help us break tackles at max speed, which would be very nice. I think that's what we're going to take here. Well, we upgraded it to bronze, excuse me. This is like we have the ability to get it, but I don't know. Anyways, that's a good level up. Doesn't give us any overall, but it'll help us in the long term for sure. We'll go ahead and put a point in route running as well. The cheap ones are going to be the most, the cheap skills are going to be the most beneficial to our overall at this current point. So that's what we're going to do.
Happy with that. But let's go ahead and dive in. Go into Georgia. They are much better than us overall, as expected, but we'll see what we can do. Hopefully we get more than one touch, because if I lose my redshirt status over one touch a game, I'm going to be fucking pissed. All right, let's go.
Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia.
Into Georgia Tech. Beautiful scenery. Nice job, EA. I'll give you kudos. It looks pretty nice. Night game looks very nice with this special lighting.
We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in
Georgia
and
Tech
getting
fires
ready for
out of the
this
tunnel.
game. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Temple Owls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another
And
L
there
this
are your
week, the
intimidating
Georgia
looking
Tech
Temple
Yellow
Owls.
Jackets.
Not intimidating at all.
Sports College Football.
I do love
I'm
the
Reese
lighting. It
Davis,
looks
joined
very
here in
nice.
the
Very
booth,
cool.
As always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
All right, see what happens. I expect more than one touch this game. I hope we get more than one touch this game. We will see. Georgia Tech immediately on the board. Georgia Tech with a field goal, 10-0. 13-0 Georgia Tech. Temple scores. We're in the ball game. Never mind, we're out of the ball game. And I'm in with 3 minutes and 28 seconds to go. Can I call a timeout? I can't even call a timeout. What a travesty. So I'm going to have to do this. Here's what it is. We're in the ball game.
Down offensive key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28.
See if we can get some yards here. Got to try to make the most of these limited effort attempts as we immediately get in the backfield.
He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That guy got around that corner very quickly, and we just did not have enough get up out of there. Great. Okay, we're back in. We have another chance. We have another chance. I'm going to the weak side of the field. This is travesty, but we'll see what happens. Just end the game with positive rushing yards. That would be good. There's a nice rush there. Hey, 2 rushes for 12 yards. Hey, that's 6 yards a rush. You know, that's not bad. It's not bad. Oh, Christ. Oh, we're back in. Okay, we're getting some touches.
Change our set, and Temple has it with another.
Exact same play call again. We must be running the same play constantly. Running it down their throats.
Sweep to the right.
Got a little bit of space.
He goes out
Got a couple yards there. Still in the ball game, brother. All right, cool.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard.
I'm gonna try this pass play, see if we can get open here.
Some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late.
Would love to get a tutty with Vinny.
Have to throw to win
It's
it.
going
That's
to
what
Vinny.
I expect them to do on this next play.
Good catch by Vinny with terrible route running. We'll take it though. We move the chains. Getting some coach trust though. We're showing we can play. We ain't breaking anything big, but we're showing we can play ball. Back in the game. We are at the 5-yard line. Potential for Moretti to get his first touchdown here in college after a terrible MMA career. This will be a huge highlight moment for him if he can do it. He spins. He finds open space. Moretti in the end zone. Boy, does that feel good to see Vinny Moretti be successful at something. We get our first touchdown in our NCAA college career. Vinny's feeling good. He's got a group of boys around him. He feels like a fucking dog. That's what he was looking for in MMA, but he never found it. Great rush by Vinny Moretti. Only 5 yards, but that spin was dirty. Woo! Just spun right around him and walked right into the end zone. Beautiful play by Vinny. Only his second playing time game in college, and he gets a tutty. Very, very nice. 4 for 21. Pretty decent, not gonna lie. Good start for Vinny there. We lost, but honestly, Vinny's very happy. He got his first touchdown. He feels good about it. Kind of got obliterated by Georgia Tech. Probably expected. But that was very nice nonetheless. We got some time in. We got a tutty. I'm happy with that. Team just ain't doing that good, but I would expect Temple to kind of stink. So it is what it is. Ended with an A- grade. Not bad at all. Feeling pretty good about that game, to be honest, dude. 4 rushes for 20 yards, so we're averaging 5 yards a carry. Pretty good, man. I ain't gonna lie. Pretty good for only getting 4 touches. 5 attempts with the pass attempt as well. Not too bad at all. Gonna level up and get a skill point. Hell yeah. We jumped up to 2,200 coach trust. Very low risk of injury. Doing good on our health. Good stuff. Oh. The professor alerted our office that you are not in this past week's lecture and missed an important pop quiz. He only gives 4 a year. Don't make this a habit. Yep. Ooh. That's... Ooh. Neither of those were good, but that's expected after we went to the party instead. Extra plays increased because of our coach trust. Very nice. We will now have 3 plays to choose from. Play count increased. You have increased plays in play calling. Very nice. Getting some trust from the old coach. Pass protection unlocked. You have the ability to perform pass protection. Sweet. I don't even know how to adjust that, because I'm a noob ass beach. Either way, it's advanced week. Let's fail this test and figure out what we need to do now, because we're going to need to work on our academics, because they are not good. 2.4 GPA is troubling, to say the least. Oh! Did you see your test grade? That hard work paid off. Nice job. Oh, and don't forget about midterms. I'll start prepping for those now. I will, Mary. Yes, let's go! I don't know how we did it. We've fucking done absolutely nothing, but that studying a lot helped us. That is absolutely amazing. Got 2.8 GPA. Hey, we're in there, boy. Oh, good lord. What do we do here? I'm actually just going to dump everything into academics this week, honestly. Because we need to be able to be not taken off the field due to poor grades. That would be very bad. So we spent the entire week off studying our asses off. Like a good boy that we are. We're transitioning out of the fight world into the football world, and we're becoming a responsible adult. One step at a time. Either way, we got to take on practice this week, even though we don't have a game. So let's do that, and we will be right back with you when we advance to the next week. Another 300 coach trust for a practice session, so very good. Let's go ahead and advance the week. We've done everything we can do for our bye. Ended up losing to Georgia Tech. Did I mention that? I think so. Yeah, I did. I remember saying it was expected that we lost there. And we sure did. We sure did lose. Alright, we got the position battle for halfback 3 against Young, who is dead, I believe. I believe he's got a broken tibia or something along those lines. So, not great. Or is this our current starter with the injuries that we have? He might be our current starter. Wait, what the hell? Okay, so I am still 4th string. We've got... What the hell? The Carlos Young? I'm going up against these motherfuckers? Damn, boy! Alright. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why... It looked like we only had 2 running backs, and then... Okay. I'm quite confused. It doesn't matter. Either way, let's go ahead and take this position battle. And I guess we'll try to win it because we're getting time. We're getting playing time anyway, so we're probably not going to get redshirted, so we might as well try to make the most of our freshman year at this point. What do we got to do? Rushing attack, extra aggression. We just need to beat 4,000 points. That was a horrendous start. These outplays are much easier to get some space on. Vinny's got some wheels. He's got a weird running animation. I went with the bruiser running animation, and I don't know if I like it. He holds the ball high and tight, and he's got the bruiser running animation. He looks like he's just got little short, choppy feet, which is kind of funny to me, but looks a little funky, I will say that, but it is what it is. Probably could have popped that out to the left, but we're about to pass to Carlos Young. Beat this guy. Ugh, just don't got the juice. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Don't need a lot of points, so cut it back outside. That should do it for us. Perfect. So we win this rep. Very nice. We're gonna take position. Well, looking good for position 3. We still got 2 more mini games to do. It chases us from behind. Nothing much we could do there. I'm gonna try to juke. Probably should have spun again. I feel like Vinny has a very lethal spin move. This is all just for shits at this point because we already won the battle, or won this rep, so I'm just kind of doing this for the shits of it. totally fine. We're not trying to set a world record here by any means. We're just trying to win the position battle. Coach Trust doesn't really get affected by how much you do here, so it's all good. All right, jump cut drill. Stay in bounds, reach the end zone without being struck by a projectile. I've done this on 25. It's kind of weird, though, I will say. A little weird. You can kind of just cheese it a little bit. It's usually just when you cut back to the other side that you can kind of get caught by the tennis balls or whatever they're shooting at you. So, it's interesting. Just gonna wait for that to go. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Little tight feet boy. We already won again, so that's very nice. None of this matters anymore. Uh-oh. Yep, that's gonna happen from time to time, my friend. The juke seems to be working. It just depends on your... Oh, what a terrible time to get hit there. Either way, 1 rep left. Doesn't even matter what happens. Pretty cheesable, I'm not gonna lie to you. So we get a silver there. Reaction and footwork test. Run through all of the circular hotspots as quickly as possible to earn points, then head to the end zone. Each hotspot will enter a new one, cause one to appear, and then allow you to access downfield. Running out of bounds will result in a failure. Gotta beat 2,500. Oh, back and forward and run. Gotta watch for these things to come down, find the seam. I mean, come on now, buddy. Just dive in. Not exactly the most beautiful rep of all time, but we'll take it, man. Alright, let's just wait on this to flop. Nice. Just dive in. Easy peasy. Oh, shit! You already won the battle anyways. We already won 2 reps, but... I'm here to show off. Just beat him in every aspect. That way he knows he's a piece of shit and needs to transfer. No competition here at Temple. Hurdle over that. Very nice. And run it upfield. That was retarded. I should have just hurdled. But we did win the position battle. I don't know what I was going to try to say there. So we do take halfback 3 slot on the team. Again, we're getting the playing time anyway at this point. We're not going to be able to hold out for a red shirt, so it's probably the right choice to just go for these when we get them. At this point, it's really the only option that we've got, so it is what it is. We'll take it. So that covers our practice for this week, so we don't have to do that. Let's go ahead and dive into our weekly agenda. You know, I would like to be able to get this up further. We are 2 weeks out from the exam. I've spent nothing in leadership, but I'm not even a starter. I don't feel like that's that important. Same thing with local hero. I'm not worried about our brand as a red shirt. It's not that important. These other things are much more important. So we are going to devote all of our time into academics yet again. Maybe a touch in this just to make sure that we really don't get injured. But we're going to keep pumping academics. If we can get flying colors, or we can pass everything by our end of our junior year, we don't even have to worry about that going into the senior season, which would be very good, because then we can just prioritize on getting much stronger before going into the NFL, if we make it there, of course. But that's something to definitely shoot for, but it does kind of lower your adjusting, or lower your skill ceiling during these first few seasons. That's why it's nice to have a redshirt season in there, but it is what it is. It's not going to happen for us today. And now that that's out of the way, I think we are going to go ahead and do this game against UTSA, and then we're going to call this the last episode of this, or the last game of this episode. It's probably going to be a longer one, and I'm not sure how we're going to structure this quite yet. It'll obviously change again once we get into, you know, our sophomore season, where at that point I would expect us to be halfback 1. But we'll see. This is going to obviously be a longer episode with the intro and all of that shit that we had to do to kind of get the series started. But I think this is going to be a good stopping point for this one. So let's go ahead and jump into UTSA. They are coming to the Temple Stadium. I don't know what it's called. Pretty shitty of me. But nonetheless, they're 3-1. We're 2-2. Let's go ahead and dive into this one. See what we can do with the few touches that we get. A little day game for us. Look at that. Vinny's happy with his dogs. Vinny's happy with them Temple Owl dogs. I actually kind of like their jerseys. They're pretty simple, pretty simplistic, but I think they look kind of nice. It's disappointing, though. They are based off of owls. They could have done a lot of cool shit, but of course, the budgeting is probably not there at Temple, to be fair. But nonetheless, not a bad jersey to rock for our freshman year. I don't know if we're going to stay at Temple or not, but we'll compliment them on their simplistic jersey design. I do like it. All right, either way, let's see what happens. Jumping into the game, Temple takes the lead with a field goal to start the game. Temple scores, putting us up 10-0. UTSA gets a field goal right back in our face, and a touchdown to tie it, and another touchdown. Temple then ties it back up at 17. Temple gets another field goal to win the game. Close battle there between Temple and UTSA. We were able to sneak out with it. Very nice. And we didn't get a fucking play. So that means we've played 2 games. So we'll just keep a tracker on that and see if we can somehow manage to keep our redshirt status. That would be fucking awesome. But so far, we took it. I don't know what's going on here. We moved up the depth chart and then we lost playing time. So very confused. But I guess it's life. It is what it is. Either way, we'll take it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy the return of Vinny Moretti. This is going to definitely be a more attainable series for me to do. I was just getting my ass slobbergasted in UFC, so this should be a little bit more interesting. Plus, we'll be able to extend his career beyond this game as well, which will be very cool. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you think down below. Leave us thumbs up if you liked it. Comment down below, of course. And subscribe if you like the content and want to see more of it. I'm looking to get to 300 by the end of the year. We're at 278 at the time of recording this video, so we are closing in on that. Got a few months to go. I think we can do it. But other than that, that's it. I love you all. Take care of yourselves. We will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.